morning, friends. This is Ansi from Lifestyle Today News Delhi. Today is 14th February 2024. Happy Valentine's Day to one and all. Today there are a lot of engagement anniversaries and wedding anniversaries, and if you take a data, it will be very interesting to find how many people got married on or got engaged on February 14th. And somebody can do that and we can have an interesting data. So happy Valentine's Day to one and all. The temperature today is in Delhi is 11 degrees centigrade. It's hazy sunshine. The temperature in the daytime will reach 24 degrees centigrade, and in the night the temperature was 11 degrees centigrade. The sun rose at 7:01 a.m. and the sun will set at 6:11 p.m. and yesterday night it was really very cold. And the air quality index in Delhi is 251 today, which is dangerous. And there are it's like 49 short of crossing 300, after which there is no measurement. It's outblown, it's above the pollution measurement level. We have to do something to bring down the pollution. There are 6 categories for measuring the air quality index: the fine particulate matter, the nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, and the carbon monoxide. So the fine particulate matter in Delhi, which is less than 2.5, that is in dangerous level, and those particulates can enter our lungs and bloodstream, causing lot of health problems. Then the particulate matters, which is more than 2.5, it's also in an unhealthy state. The nitrogen dioxide is also in a poor condition. The sulfur dioxide, ozone, and carbon monoxide are in excellent way. So what we need to do is to control the particulate matters and the nitrogen dioxide. So we'll have to do something to control the particulate matters and the nitrogen dioxide, so we lead a healthier and happier life in Delhi. So the topic that I'm going to talk today is about how Chile saved their children from the junk food menace. So Chile is a country, and the world is looking to them now, how they could successfully control the junk food menace and save their children, and how they can implement it in their own countries. The story goes from 2016. So the children there were 50% or more than 50% of the children there were obese, and so they had to do something to bring down the obesity. So they put some restrictions on the ultra processed food. We call the food processed, but now it's called ultra processed food. So the ultra processed foods are pre-packaged. They are sugar laden, they have sodium in it, they are mostly wrapped in plastics, they are highly palatable, very tasty, and they are high in sugar, salt, saturated fat, and 11 million deaths are caused because of this consumption of this ultra processed food. So there are some restrictions world over, like the marketing restrictions are there. The warnings or the labelings on the back side of the packaging, that is also there. Then taxes are also implemented. However, still these nutrients of concern, they are in much demand the world over. The consumers are just on a spree buying the ultra processed food. So the Chile government did some 3 things in 2016, that there should be octagonal names, that is you have square, you have triangle, in that way the octagonal shaped black in black color. There should be 4 boxes in front of the package. Imagine when you buy these potato chips in such colorful packages, red, blue, green, shining packages, and in front if there are 4 octagonal boxes, that will be glaring at you. In those 4 boxes, 4 ingredients has to be mentioned: sugar, calories, sodium, and saturated fat, how much it contains. And then there was, see, I uh, have so today morning I was just looking at the mayonnaise, the vegetarian mayonnaise that I brought. I haven't checked the labelings for a while, and there is no use also checking the labelings there, because when you check the labelings you won't consume that. So I checked the labelings, and in that I found that what was maximum in that was energy. Then there was sodium and saturated fat. There was no protein, no carbohydrate, nothing healthy in it. And even the ingredients also showed that there was no natural ingredients, hardly any ingredients that can be called healthy in it. So that gave a shock. So that is why this labeling in front is important. When you see sodium glaring at you, that sodium is so dangerous for health, so too much of sodium and sugar. So when you see those glaring in front of you, then you will think twice before should I buy it or not. That is important. Then they banned advertisements in television and all during the time the children buy. So for the children oriented channels and digital channels and all, they banned the advertisement. There was total blackout for advertisements, children oriented channels from 6 to 10, because children watch the TV. So those kind of things were also done. So that thing we have to think, because in nowadays children are not watching on television, they will be watching YouTube on the mobile phones, and that also at any time. So banning advertisement is another thing. And the third thing, that there's a children directed advertisement, that is small gifts and or giveaways that children get with these products, that was also banned. So like that, all the steps were taken so that children are not influenced by the ultra processed products, and those showed a lot of result. There was a decline, and overall the calorie purchase has declined by 3.5% now, and the sugar has come down from by 10%, saturated fat by 3.9%, and sodium by 4.7%. The obesity is also said to have come down in Chile. So that is why the world is now looking up. So their step they have taken is effective. And the companies also, the ultra processed food manufacturing companies also, they have taken steps to reform ways for sugar and sodium, to do something to avoid sugar, or to bring out some alternative, whatever they are doing. So they are trying to make the products healthier. So in that way, and the giving of packaged food in the schools is completely banned. So all those steps has helped the Chile, and the world is looking at implementing in our countries also. See, when you hear this, you will be thinking like most of the parents, when they in the morning when the children leave, you give them some money and just walk through. And I have seen that when you walk through the streets in the morning when the children are going, they will be going to the local shops, kirana shops and all, and they will be buying all the packaged potato chips, aerated drinks, and taking to school. While returning also they will be doing that, and they will go to the local shops, and they will be having some fast food also with the sauces, and all the sauce contains sodium. In the package there is labeling, in the street food there is no labeling also, and added colors, all those problems are there. So but we have a guilt, but that's what makes the children happy. That's a matter of happiness quotient also. And also we don't have, what's important is filling the stomach. That's what we feel, because these are the excuses that I gave 10 years ago when I was working in Consumer Voice, and my kids were small, and we had gone to the Ministry of Processed Food. Also, there also I gave this excuse. I said that, see, I am out of the house for 12 hours and I don't have time to manage the chores. So this is the best alternative for everybody. Maybe I don't do. Maybe I put in an effort to make food at a lot of homemade alternatives, but all don't do that. All because the more you do at home, more plates, vessels you will have to wash. So many problems are there. So this is the best alternative. At least you're filling the stomach. At least you feel that some nutrient is going into the stomach. Even my maid used to say that she had 8 children. She will prepare a tin full of rotis and some aloo ki sabji, and when that is over, her children will go and buy Maggie, which is very cost effective, and they will have it. So ultimately, to satiate the hunger, that is the important thing. So that way, we had all have excuses. However, we have to come out of that. We have to find some more alternative on holidays on all. We have to put in an effort to make some homemade food, and keep, if you make at home and if you keep it in the freezer, those won't have all these additives like sugar and sodium. You don't need additives when you are preparing at home and keeping. So that is there. You can prepare as a community. You can do the preparation, and when you reduce the consumption of these products, ultimately there will be a pressure on the government and on the ultra processing industry to increase the health quotient of the food, and the rules will be brought so that the ultra processed food are healthy, or some steps will be taken. So as the consumers, we have to be conscious. We have to put more effort to make more food at home, and we have to put some pressure so that the ultra processing units puts in effort to make the food healthier for our consumption. So thank you very much, dear friends, and see you tomorrow with a new topic. Happy Valentine's Day.